Hi and welcome to Home Arcade. Today we're going to go over the tutorial on the Retro Shooter Light Gun Cabinet. How to navigate the menu, start the games, what each button does. Here on the control panel we have player 1 and player 2, coin, exit, and the navigation buttons. So we can actually go through the menu here. So if we go into settings, we'll hit the player 1 enter. This is if you want to hide the cursor or have the crosshair in games that don't have one. You simply would go through, hit the player 1 to hide it. A batch function in the background will activate it. Unhide. I'm going to exit here. You can exit the main menu, go to the desktop, restart, or shut down. Once we're in the menu here, we can actually just navigate through. If we want to add a favorite, we go to player 2. This will add it to the list. This will remove it. And if we want to look at our favorites, just hit the coin button here. And this is all the games right now. So we want to add, let's say, Beast Busters. We'll add it. Go into our favorites. And there it is, Beast Busters, Haunted Museum, and so forth. We want to remove Bad Bullets. Hit the coin button. It is now gone. So this button here is to go between regular menu, favorites, coin is to remove, player 2 is to add. If you're in the menu, you can also use the red button here to actually jump down a letter in the menu on the right. And once you get to the gun, then pull out extension cord here. So we got the trigger, left button's button 2, button 3, and button 4 if required. And you should stand at least 3 feet back from the monitors. The IR sensor should be about 3 feet from the gun. And then you can actually then find a game. Let's sort of, a good game to test in is Area 51. Player 1 to start. See the crosshairs lined up. Put a couple of quarters in. Now if we want to calibrate the light gun, stand 3 feet back, press and hold the left button for 15 seconds, and then the crosshair will go to the top left corner. The default was to hold the trigger down for 5 seconds, but we found if you're playing gun games that just required you to hold the trigger to keep firing, then the calibration would come up. Now you can see the crosshair is in the top left corner. I aim with the gun, fire. Top right corner, fire. And at the bottom, fire. Now that's been properly calibrated, and you can do the exact same for the player 2. Now to start the game, we put in some quarters. This one does have the recoil gun. Now normally these games would have the off screen to reload. So I can go left and reload. But I do find with the IR sensor, if you go left, the IR sensor can still see the gun. So I find it's preferred if you go down, and that's a better. The other option is if you hold the right button here, that is also a reload. So it's a lot easier. You can just continue like this. And then you don't have to take your gun off the screen to reload. Also very important, you'll see at the very beginning here, player 1 to start game. That means you just hit this player 1 to start. This one here, you requires player 1 and coin to start the game. So by default, this has always been by 1, coin is 5, player 2 is 2, and that is 6. To actually have a hotkey, when you hit this, it actually equals 1 right now. So we go into Haunted Mansion. Once it fires up, so if you hit this and this, nothing, but if you hold down this, There we go. And player 2, you just have to hit that way there.
That's right, Chris. All evidence concerning the missing person.
So there's a few ways of having to start it. One is, of course, that way to start it. Sometimes put a coin in. If they're on free play, it's just that. If you have the quarters, and it's that. Or you also hold a coin on player 1 to continue to start the game. Some games like Rambo here is set to free play, and you just have to hold down the right button on the gun to start. It's very important to read the first line of each game to make sure. Target terror, left gun button to start the game. Right button to start the game. Left button to start as well.
Wait, Sam.
Hello? Oh, hello? Oh, yeah.
Any position.
Reloading.
Pick a spot.
Better luck next time.